All right, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Dr. ENG. Once again, we will be talking about the most interesting topics for this weekend in football, and we are going to start off talking, of course, about Jude Bellingham. As you know, guys, there have been a lot of rumors attaching to Bellingham to other Premier League teams like Liverpool and Manchester City. And here in Spain, we still think Jude Bellingham will play for Real Madrid at 95% sure, which is not very accurate considering all what happened with Kylian Mbappe last summer. As you can imagine, I am one of those persons who has stopped believing 100% in the Spanish media, and not only Spanish media, but reports coming out from different sources. As you can imagine, the final answer is always in the hand of the soccer player, and of course, nothing, you cannot assure anything until it's signed, right? So to me, the Bellingham case, it's pretty much the same thing. I mean, it is going to happen what we actually saw with Kylian Mbappe. So my information, and of course as well my opinion, is the decision hasn't been taken yet, and we will probably have to wait until summer to know anything else about the future of the player. It's probably, though, the player already has a decision taken in his mind. He probably has decided already what he's going to do for next summer, but it is something that will be kept low-key until the month of June, July. Okay, so I don't think we are going to learn anything new until summer. So I still believe he wants at some point play for Real Madrid, but I don't want to say he is ruling out the possibility to play for a Premier League team like Liverpool or any other, right? So that's why my opinion is a 50% chance for either way, right? Liverpool, even Manchester City or Real Madrid. And there's no new information, man. The other day, Sebastian Kehl, the sporting director of Borussia Dortmund, said something really interesting. I mean, there's nothing new, nothing different than last time, so we cannot still talk about it, and we will have to wait a little bit. So that's it. There's no, I mean, I could show up here in front of the camera and start to speculate with the future of Jude Bellingham, but I prefer to just share with y'all guys the information that I have and the opinion that I have about it, because I don't wanna sugarcoat anything. I don't want to tell the people what they want to hear. I just want to tell the people what I know, what I've been told, and what I have so far. So, man, Bellingham is still at 50% or so. And other than that, man, all the people out there telling you, all the people out there speculating with the thing, saying going beyond the 60% chance for him to come and play for Real Madrid is not accurate. It's not accurate, and I hate to say that, man, because I really want to see the player signing and becoming a Real Madrid player, but that wouldn't be accurate at all, okay? So he still, not gonna say belongs to the territory or the neighborhood of the, I don't know, 60 to 70% for Real Madrid, but I'd say 50% accurate. I mean, 50% chance is more accurate than 60 or even 70%, okay? So as far as Bellingham, man, nothing has changed, and we are still waiting for his response. We are still waiting for his final decision, okay? So now we are going to jump on to the next story. The next story is about the future of Chelsea's coach, Chelsea's manager, Potter, okay? Potter, man, is a guy who has a lot of pressure right now on his shoulders. As you can imagine, after the last defeat of Chelsea against Southampton, man, 0-1, and everybody expecting all the time a single victory of these guys. Because let me share with y'all the screen about the latest performances of Chelsea, man, because it's really horrible to see this. I mean, Chelsea hasn't won the last five games, as you can see here, guys. The other day against Southampton was a defeat, 0-1, and then against Dortmund 1-0, and then West Ham a draw 1-1 against Fulham 0-0. I mean, so it's just awesome, man. And of course, Liverpool 0-0. I mean, horrible games, horrible performances with barely scoring goals. I mean, unable to score goals. That is probably the biggest threat, the biggest problem Chelsea's facing off right now. I mean, if you have players like Kai Havertz or, Hakim Ziyech, if he was in the lineup, and other players, with all the players you've been signing for your squad, and you are unable to score more than one goal, man, you got a big problem. You got a big trouble. So that the main repercussion, the main consequence is going to have, or is going to be for Potter and his future in Chelsea, right? I mean, these guys are in the standings, are in the 10th place, where, I mean, that shouldn't be the place for a team like Chelsea, right? I mean, if you take a look at the standings, Liverpool is in 8th place, which is absolutely unbelievable. But anyways, so my opinion on the situation about Chelsea, man, it might become a kind of another Manchester United situation where if you are a little bit more patient, if you have the cool enough, if you're cool enough, you will hold the situation down and you will try to trust this manager, because I think that he can do a great job, but he'll probably need time. I mean, these kind of managers that come up to a team and they have a bunch of very good players in line, right? But they, even with the best players in the world, you need time to manage them. You need time to know them. You will need time to how to handle the situation. The starting point, it's gotta be so tough, and you gotta take from it all the way to the future, man. It's gotta kind of challenge. It's challenging and a very difficult task you have to face off. So I mean, if the Chelsea board members, right, have the ability to wait a little bit and do what Manchester United have done with Erik ten Hag, they'll probably see results in the future. However, they will get a sign for sure, and they will have to change about a bunch of things, right, in summer. But even you already have a kind of baseline conformed or shaped by very good players who still can perform incredibly good. And if you're patient enough, I think that at the end of the day, you will see results, right? At the end of the way, you will probably find whatever you are trying to find, right? So they'll probably find their way, but they'll need time, definitely. And of course, Chelsea has a big name, big budget. I mean, what happened last year with Abramovich and all that stuff didn't help at all. That's for sure. But these guys, I think that they have still the ability to overcome this situation and become better. But it's about time, man. It's about time, and they'll have to wait. And now let's jump on to the next story, last story, final story today, guys, because it's about PSG and the massive blowout going on right now within the club. I mean, as you know, yesterday was crazy, man. Yesterday was absolutely crazy. The game that they had. Let me share with y'all the screen, the article, what I was reading about PSG, the way they won last night against Lille in the last minute, thanks to Messi, man. It was such a crazy thing, and they are so look at this. They are so weak right now. They are going through so horrible situation, right? That they are unable to win easily. I mean, at any game. And this is the first win they have after 3 consecutive defeats, which is absolutely incredible. As you know, the defeat against Bayern Munich, Monaco, and Olympique de Marseille, right? When they got eliminated from the French Cup. And of course, the situation is so crazy right now. The sporting director yesterday, Luis Campos, came down to the field and started to, not gonna say work, but he started to act like he was the coach, right? yelling out of the players. I mean, blasting them from the sidelines, say, hey, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, completely out of control. And let me tell you, this guy has been, and his work has been questioned, right? Has been put on question, on a big question over the last month, because all the signings he did and all the things he's done, and the way he has done all those things, man, are completely questioned within PSG. And when they were down 2-3 against Lille, and they had to come back to the field, come back to the game, and Messi was the one able to score right in the minute 94, and they finally won. They went absolutely crazy. Then Yves Galtier, the real coach of PSG, went to the corner kick, right, to hug with each other, with the players, completely out of control, because they are kind of like so out of control. They don't even know what's going on. They don't know how to overcome the situation. They don't know how to get through, and are so nuts right now that even the coach gets completely out of control, and they go and hug to the players, because every single win by PSG is a kind of miracle, right? And they don't even believe they are able to do this situation and get this team through, that they are, absolutely out of control. That is the word. They are not the kind of stable club doing the things in the right way. Cooling down, just calm down, let's do this, and that's it. No, they are completely out of control. In every single game of PSG, it's completely, not gonna say, let me share with you all the screen, guys. I'm not gonna say it's a kind of circus, right? But kind of. As you can see here, Luis Campos. I cannot play the video because it's from another company, but the guy was completely crazy, right? And the funny thing is that the goals came up from Kylian Mbappe in the minute 10 and the 86, Neymar in the 16th minute, and of course Messi in the 94. As you know, the relationship between Neymar and Mbappe is not the best one. Of course, a lot of things are going on right now with these guys, and I told you the other day, Mbappe sent a very poisoned message to Neymar when he was found eating in a fast food restaurant and playing poker, playing cards after the defeat against Monaco. And he said, "Man, we need our players completely rested and slept, well slept, and in form, in shape." And the relationship is not even good. So within the locker room, man, this thing is blowing out in different directions, right? So Al Nasser Al Khelaifi doesn't even know what to do. And of course, at the end of the season, if they get eliminated from Bayern Munich, it's going to be a massive blowout, and a lot of people will be fired. I'm pretty sure of that, and there will be a lot of consequences. But for now, they are trying to hold this situation down. But the situation is so big, is so thick, is so massive. At some point, it'll blow out, and it'll blow everybody else out of the window. I'm pretty sure of that. So let's see what happened with these guys, man. But they are going completely crazy, and the situation of PSG right now, it's completely out of control.